not just come in there and look for knockoffs, and that's not the case. You know, I'm actually a sharp, smart fighter.
So, well, I'm here. Who wants to fight with me?
I really don't care who's in front of me. I don't feel like no fighter can beat me.
My goal is to demolish everybody, to be honest. Everybody that's in my way. The pinnacle to any weight division is to have all of the belts, all of the titles. Body work,
Welcome to Welcome back. It's Michael Rogers. Welcome to Bodywork Boxing. It feels so good to be back. I just wanted to talk some boxing a little early. Slightly early. It's not even noon yet, but I've been trying to listen to what a lot of people been saying and what they're doing, and it's crazy how I have somebody, I have somebody go live exactly when I went live, and I do that sometimes. I should have did my stutter step, man, but it's crazy. It's crazy out here in these streets, man. We gotta salute Daniel Dubois. That's what this video really is to do, man, because it's a saying that everybody go by. They say, as the heavyweight division, so goes the rest. And that was the thing. Can Dark Horse Dubois upset AJ? This was sponsored by these guys. They gave us something that everybody, nobody was. That's why I find it odd today, like all the stuff that's been said today, because there was hardly no build up to this. Now everybody got a lot to say about this, and depending on their affiliation and what they got going on, they taking sides. But Dark Horse Daniel Dubois, he showed up and showed out, man. You have. It's kind of crazy because you got a lot of these what they call them, masturbators online, and they so obnoxious, man. They're so self-serving. It's ridiculous, man. You can tell when content is low, because they be down bad in a bad way, and they start up, they stir a lot of stuff, they start a lot of stuff. They put out they throw darts everywhere. They put batteries in people's backs. Those minions, they'll grab them and wind them up. The little windy thing in the back of the minions. They'll wind them up and then tap them and then send them on their way. They got a lot of minions that create a lot of stuff, right? But this one masturbator, where do I start? He's showing like one of the biggest things that's wrong with the sport of boxing, right? Instead of us looking at everything objectively and we looking at Daniel Dubois and him actually getting the job done, they're sitting back holding on to something that stems from DW, man. You gotta let it go, man. You gotta let it go. So in one breath, you had a whole lot of people that wanted AJ to lose just because he was on the opposite end of DW. Then you got a whole lot of people that don't want to give Triple D his credit for it because of their infatuation with DW. I'm like, man, you gotta let it go, man. Let it go, man. You gotta let it go. You need some help. Cookie Monster, body work, sounding good. I appreciate that. Salute, Cookie Monster. But like, let it go, man. Like, you about to stir up a whole bunch of people and infuriate a whole bunch of people just because they may look up to you. And you about to send them off the edge of a cliff over something dumb. I sat up here and heard this man say some of the dumbest stuff where he was just like, the low ball, that it wasn't legal in Usyk, whatever. So you actually condoning a flop, because everybody seen when Dubois hit Usyk, he was messing with the church's money. And just like Ngannou and Tyson Fury, like if Ngannou wouldn't have took off that last round, man, and a lot of people still had Ngannou winning, Ngannou messed up the church's money. That was a clear indication that two people who stepped in, who the masses let them tell it, what they were up against, fighting styles and all that, because it's funny how styles make fights on someone, and then the next fight it's just, oh, this and this and that, and a lot of it just be politics from politicians. But the reality is, Daniel Dubois getting that stoppage against Usyk would have messed up the church's money. You would have never seen a Usyk and a Tyson Fury when the biggest money could have been had from it. Dummies. When Ngannou went in there and he pretty much dropped Tyson Fury and had him looking all dumb because he underestimated him. Yeah, he did. We know Fury was, you know what I'm saying? We know he can way outbox Ngannou, but if they would have gave the decision to Ngannou, which many people justified, it would have messed up the money. There would have never been a Usyk and a Tyson Fury. Dummies. Dummies. So to come back and then discount now all this down today instead of actually giving the man Dubois credit for doing that in front of all them people. It's all this like everybody sound like they kind of butt hurt from DW. It's like it's a resurgence in the heavyweight division. Now people talking about, oh man, the heavyweight division this week, and it's like, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop this stuff, man. Y'all have, if you have a pulse on boxing, you see where it's going, man. There are some good things, but I be thinking that, listen, Turkey, he be getting a bad rap for a lot of things. I give him a bad rap because I be looking at it from the perspective of him and his influence on American boxing. But people can't they can't be objective and look at the big picture of what I'm saying. I be talking about for American boxing. Before he got going on for his people over there, he's doing it. Anything across the pond, he's owning it. He went over there and took it over. In a lot of ways, he was the one who kind of like, if I would say he did anything, I can't say he the face, but if anything, he actually started realigning and recalibrating the heavyweight division. He get credit for that. He get credit for putting all them people in the stands over there and doing all of that and having that big thing. It was a big ordeal out there. So yes, he gets credit for that. But why are we all day today? Why is all this? It's a lot of hate for Daniel Dubois, a lot of closeted hate for AJ. And I'm like, man, listen, man, if you go back and if you look at who people were saying #1 pound for pound, the face of boxing, if you look at the level of competition, this wasn't that. And this is the heavyweight division, where we can see that any one punch, man. This fight right here, man, it wasn't, I mean, I guess we wasn't going to be jumping for joy for it. But at least let's respect the man, Dark Horse Daniel Dubois, man. He was the underdog. He did his thing in devastating fashion. You know what I'm saying? He deserved to be like, okay, cool, I'm a force to be working with. Because when they asked him about being the champion and fighting AJ and this and this and this, the first thing he did was say, yeah, but I got to defend it. And he went down and touched that belt. And that's when I was looking at Dubois like, man, he looked kind of He looked kind of serious. AJ was just looking like, he was on his, smiling and talking proper and, you know what I'm saying all, all the right things. But we still can't. This is why I say that people in boxing, in the conversations around boxing, I always tell y'all that people don't actually like what's going on inside the ring. Like the dumbest part of today was everything that happened. We just had all these major fights and all these things that we could look at inside the ring, and we seen some of the shortest shows this morning. What did that tell you? The big drama show is what everybody's looking for, man. Everybody want the big drama show. Nobody really cares about what's going on inside the ring. It was a mistake that, I'm thinking that maybe the sparring was, was legit. This is one of the times where we can actually say, okay, cool, because what did AJ say? He caught me with he caught me with a big shot. I got rocked. Now it's time to fight. He never denied it. Maybe Dubois had that confidence of knowing that, hey, I could catch him with this big shot. My short take on it was, man, AJ was just, he got caught doing some things that he done over his last couple fights, in which the people that he was in the ring with couldn't capitalize on it at that time. But Dubois actually could, and that's backing straight back with your hands down. Hands down, man, down. And that's what happened. Everybody know that if you back out on a straight line, you got a habit of that. All your opponent got to do is follow you out and reach and teach. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was, man. It was, AJ handled it like a good sport. You know what I'm saying? They did do big numbers. The card was, I was kind of like, man, I put a little, I put 10 on the Hamza Shiraz, and I put 10 on this fight. Now, this fight, what was so crazy is the Hamza Shiraz fight, I had him getting rid of Buddy in the third and fourth round. It was 50 seconds left in the second round. He got it done. I said, dang, my man ain't last to the third. I put the 10 down on Dubois for both men to be dropped, but for Dubois to win. And guess what happened? AJ almost, like right before the stoppage, AJ almost dropped him. He was wobbled and hurt, and AJ didn't know. He ran in there, not going behind the jab. He just ran in like he just bust through the front door. Didn't have no jab, hooking. You know what I'm saying? And got caught, and it was over. But if Dubois would have just went down, that'd have been a little 2-something. That 10 would have turned into 2-something. And if Hamza Shiraz, if Tyler Denny would have lasted 50 more seconds and got off into that third, fourth round, I'm not sure what that was. I think that was another like 190 or something, but it wasn't bad. That's just because sometimes you just gotta bet. You gotta play the odds on the bet, because you know what's likely to happen. There don't be no money. But I know a lot of people made some bread, man. People who wasn't just stubborn and being just about what's going on over here. I think a lot of people get it misconstrued when I talk about it, because I be looking at our talent and what's going on with our talent over here, how they're getting mined from over here, and then all we see them is now it's starting to be a trend where we see them across the pond fighting somebody else. The fact that they're building up the fighters from over there and they stacking them up and they making them fight and all of that, that's one thing. So maybe the strength of competition when it comes to going over the pond might get better. But what's going on is a lot of our talent from over here fighting people across the pond, and we don't benefit from seeing the talent, and we miss out on the fights. The fans walk away divided. So what I saw was I saw a dangerous guy, and I be over there on Pop Channel talking to AC. I saw a dangerous. We was chopping it up, and we was breaking this fight all the way down to where this was not just a puncher's chance on the fact of Dark Horse Dubois, Dynamite Dubois. This was he capitalized on mistakes, man. He did his thing. Now his name is starting to ring bells, and now they want to see him against certain people, and now people are coming around and kind of try to say they might want to see AJ and Wilder. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I think maybe people need to just move on, man. People just need to move on. Let them guys do what they're going to do. But the heavyweight division is being recalibrated. Champion Sports Boxing, salute. Champion Sports Boxing, Bodywork, salute. Yeah, I just thought I'd come out and speak to some of the stuff that's going on, right? Give this man his credit. He did his thing. AJ didn't have a nervous meltdown. I mean, I'm not going to discount AJ's comeback and rise back because now they're trying to discount it because Ngannou made Tyson Fury look a certain kind of way and Styles make fights. So then AJ went in there and right that wrong because Ngannou had no business coming over. But it was going to be okay when D-Dub was getting ready to fight Ngannou. When that was the first talk. So everybody is hypocritical on that. It was going to be A-okay because Ngannou, if you remember, Ngannou was supposed to fight D-Dub first. I don't know what happened with that. But next thing you know, he was fighting Fury. But everybody was saying it was okay when D-Dub was going to fight Ngannou. Ngannou going there and make Tyson Fury look bad, arguably win, you know what I'm saying, but get, the scorecard taken off that 10th round. And then AJ go in and spike him. And then it was okay when D-Dub fought Helenius, a sparring partner who he fought, but they said over 100 rounds. And made that fight pay-per-view. I was one of them people saying, come on, man, y'all ain't gonna make that pay-per-view. Come on, man. And I was deemed a hater. But then when AJ did his thing, there was a problem and it's built up. It'd be different strokes for different folks, man. And I just say at the end of the day, if you're keeping your eyes on the bouncing ball and whether or not the balls are going in the holes or not, you'll have a good perspective on what's going on in the sport. Right now in the heavyweight division, it's kind of like it may not be back to when the Lennox Lewises and the Tysons and the Holyfields and everybody like that was around. It might not be at that level, but it's getting close. It's getting close. Like we are nearing it. There's like now it's almost to where, okay, depending on these matchups, this stuff, because it's getting real close, man. Anytime you go in there and see somebody like Caballero, who the world really didn't know, he do that body work, but you go in there and you see what he did to Frank Sanchez and the timing of all that. Stopped the man, made the man look like he put his hands in his pockets. He made a business decision early. Nobody still really know who Caballero is. He caught my attention because he do that body work, and I didn't see anybody doing Frank Sanchez like that. I was asking, was he the dark horse at some point? Everybody had their eyes on Big Baby, Jared Anderson, and then Bacoli, bounced back up on the scene. Now people keep talking about Michael Hunter and this and this and this, but it's only in correlation to these guys who come out and put on a show. As far as our talent, Jared Anderson, he got picked. He went over there and seen Bacoli. Bow. Got his airbags blown out. You know what I'm saying? So it's competition. Diane. Hello. Heavyweight is definitely back in the map and more entertaining. Yeah. It just, we gotta be realistic about what it is. I mean, what you can say is Dubois definitely has to be, because they were saying the face of, who will be the face of British boxing. They saying it's a rematch, but who would be the face? But I think that was a strong statement, man. He handled it well. I think everybody was, and the fans are brutal. I was looking at what their fans were saying about them over there. That's different. People from over here have an inherent bias when we're looking at fights from over there. But if you look at it, Dubois just made a statement, man. AJ has to go back to the drawing board. Who knows what'll come. He's saying he still want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Contrary to popular belief, I still think AJ got a warrior spirit, man. I'm not going to be down on AJ for that. He was the favorite. I thought it was like a 65-35 going in. But I always gave Dubois credit for actually stopping Usyk, saying that, man, he messed up the church's money, and the boxing business couldn't do that. And I asked the question, would Dubois be able to do what he do, or would the business of boxing get in the way? And guess what? Daniel Dubois let his hands go, and he did not let the business of boxing even attempt to rear its little ugly head. He took his fate into his own hands. He ended the show. Case closed. That's big things, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can splinter and divide and do all that, but what that mean? That means that, man, we gotta look and see who we got over here. We gotta reevaluate the landscape. Because Torres fought the other night, you know what I'm saying? He got his, he got his thing, but I'm not sure how people are looking at him. I don't know if they're looking at him like the typical heavyweight or not. But we got to look at our talent. We got to see where F.A. Ajagba is. Some of these guys got to come back out and fight and bring some, we just got to see, man. Because a lot of people talking about Zhang. A lot of people talk about Bakoli. It's a lot of names floating around out here now, whereas people are really like, they know that the heavyweight division is becoming lit again. It's on its way. It has good traction. It has good traction in the right direction. I like where it's going, man. All these guys don't start acting like, oh, I deserve this and I need that. And listen, you can say what you want about the IBF, because I see a lot of people pick and choose when they like to either celebrate or come down on IBF. One thing about the IBF is they are the most stringent. They stick to it. You got to respect them. And then them guys, when it's for a championship, outside of course, not heavyweight, but outside of unification, when you with the IBF, it's 10-pound rehydration. Just any fight made in that, under that vein alone, everything being considered the right way, it's already nutritional value in it. Why? Because one man can't come in blown up. It corrects itself. The WBA just got in line where they got 12 pounds. We gotta wait on it. We gotta wait on the WBO and the WBC and where they follow suit. Once they do that and they calibrate it, whether it's gonna be 15, whether they're gonna do a 12, whether they're gonna do a 10, I don't know if anybody gonna go down as low as the IBF, but you know what I'm saying. Once they do it, you know what I'm saying, that'll even everything out. And I think they really need to consider that. But say what you want about the IBF, they're the most consistent in managing everything, making sure the mandatories get their shot, taking those belts, putting them where they need to be, and making people fight. You know what I'm saying? They enforcing and strict the rules. I be sitting around listening to people crying about that. I'm like, man, they enforcing the rules. That's what the sanctioning bodies are there to do. So when they actually do what they're supposed to do, we can't be like, oh man, why would they do that? And then when they don't do what they're supposed to do, it's like, listen, look at these sanctions. But like, no, if anything, whether you like the rules or not, just be consistent with it, and we'll be all right. But lo and behold, Daniel Dubois stamps and solidifies his IBF strap. A lot of people were mad about it. Even though I think they closetly hating and butthurt because of one reason. I'm here. I am here. I want to say this too, man. Outside of this fight, let's talk about Friday night fights, man. A lot of people ain't gonna say this, and this is why I think it's so crazy. It's like, you ever realize like how like anything we say or do, or like they're so critical about it. It could be a tweet, it could be anything, right? Everybody go crazy, they go ham. Every perspective from opponent selection to the performance, you're losing until you knock them all. Everything is just hypercritical. But when it comes to certain fan bases, they just let them do anything. Like a lackluster performance, they're gonna make it seem like it's the best in the world. I'm gonna tell you what, I seen Jaime Munguia the other night, and he looked like garbage before the stoppage. I was looking for this new. I seen maybe right toward the end. I seen like a small little wrinkle. I seen a small little wrinkle where he added, and I'm like, maybe that was it. But I seen a small little wrinkle. But for the most fight, man, it looked like, man, if Buddy was in a little bit better shape and he was just a little bit more disciplined, he would have won that fight walking away. No problem. He would have never even been at risk. Nobody was critical of that performance. That fight with Alan Garcia, that Coach Gloria, they got to get away with that joystick stuff, man. They got to get away from that stuff being recorded and every command being echoed out there in the atmosphere where, like, if he's in the ring and he can hear you, the opponent can hear you. Throw the jab. All right, now come back though. Like the whole, man, I don't know how many round after round after round. And Buddy got too comfortable. He came back and he didn't get his head all the way back out of range, and Buddy just landed one on him, man. Playing around, getting off jabs and being pretty and doing all that, and then that joystick stuff, they got to get rid of that, man. It's not a good thing, man. Like, I'm like, if it's bad enough, you got people saying, do the uppercut, move, like they can hear, everybody can hear. That's crazy. She distracted him. Yeah, like it was distracting to me. I was like, it was cringy at times. It was just quiet and you could just hear her. And I don't know if she was. Sometimes I don't know, man. I'm just gonna say I don't know if she was trying to be cute with how well or not. We know you know the game. We know you know the game. We know you can talk it, man. But I think she did distract him. You know, I think that they got to stop that, man. Like, it can't be too much, man. It's like you done told him everything. Like, it's like she was trying to have a whole avatar out there, and he just got caught, man. He got caught. What else? I said, yeah, that guy only had one KO. Yeah. That's like the dude, Kakashi. Anthony Kakashi, he didn't get the stoppage. But he stopped Cordina. And he's not a knockout artist. That's just like Sandor Martin dropping Teofimo Lopez like that so easily. He did it twice, and he's not a knockout artist. Like, when you know what you're doing, man, and you catch somebody by surprise, because Buddy was just like probably almost like AJ was, man. He got caught, and it was nothing like because you so comfortable, you think ain't no way in the world, and you get caught hard. You know what I'm saying? With maximum leverage. You know, everything flashing before your eyes, and time ain't really, you know what I'm saying, 10 seconds ain't really 10 seconds at that point in time. But I want to get to this. And this again, these are some of the things that when I come out and I ask this question, when I come out and I ask this question, I harp on that. But you got to be objective, and I'm saying American boxing, like as far as our talent and seeing our talent, like any mixture of that. What up, Pop?
What's good, bro?
What's happening, man? Good. Thanks for joining in, man. This is what I wanted to show right here. This is what I'm. The next big one, and I'll say, look, I'll be hard on people because of that, what I just put up. But this is what I'm waiting on, man.
Yeah.
This is the next big, and I'm giving, and I give, look, this is the time when I actually say, all right then, Sheik, you know what I'm saying, do your thing. But so for this, what's going on there, full credit. I'll just be talking about American boxing so people get it misconstrued. So for that and what he got going on with that, and us getting ready to see this is probably this is the most important fight right here, in my opinion, that can happen next. But what's on your mind, man?
That man, Daniel Dubois, he definitely messed up the church's money yesterday. Did you see Tyson Fury's face?
Yeah.
That nigga, yo, they had a caption over that picture said 150 million down the drain.
He was looking like, oh no, like he was looking like, no way.
150 down the drain. But I remember somebody was saying that I seen him on, he was talking about they're gonna if the fight went 12, they was gonna rob Dubois. Because he's not the front runner. That's not who they want to make the big money.
Yeah, that's the bit. That would have been the business. That's why I say he took it out their hands, man.
Took it out their hands. Even though they were like when they were trying to say that he was headbutting, he was warning about the headbutt.
Yep.
Like, man, if you don't go sit your man, listen, bro, go listen. We already see you got the marching orders, buddy.
Yep. He already said, look, there ain't gonna be no crazy shit. Like you give me any inch, I'm gonna take a goddamn mile. Boy, they was lining him up, man.
So he went on here and put him out, and I think that looked like the Pulp Fiction shit when Bruce Willis won when he really wasn't supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what that looked like, because AJ was in there like, what are you doing? You're not, give me your chin. Put your chin out there. Dubois was like, nah, buddy. I didn't get the memo.
Oh man, Dubois went off script.
He went off. That nigga had his own script. They didn't see the change. He pulled an Edward Norton. Remember when Edward Norton was, y'all don't know I can change the script at any given time? I forgot to send this out, but just wing it. We gonna wing it. I was like, damn, bro. He just really got busy on him. And then he did I watched it again, bro. He did the same thing. He did the same thing Leo did. Except it was backwards. Dubois was against the ropes. And AJ was coming forward, but he threw 3 straight right hands. He threw 3 right hands. He threw 2 straight with 2 overhand rights. And he tried to throw I don't even know what kind of uppercut that was, like an upper hook. And the last one, that's when Dubois put him to bed.
Yeah, he ran in there, man. He ran. He saw it that he stunned him and ran in there like he just bust through the front door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then like when I like the same thing I said, like I was like he started rushing, but somebody said the proper phrase today, so I was like, oh yeah, it's right. He rushed in there and was defensively irresponsible. Yeah. That's the proper phrase for it. He was defensively irresponsible. Yeah. Going in there, yeah, he dropped his left. He threw 3 straight rights. He didn't throw anything else. And like, come on, man, the dude can see. He like, oh, you just threw 2, and here come the 3rd one. And this one, you trying to hit me with a bus driver uppercut. I got something for you. You step right to the side, hit you with this damn right hand, a little short. Hit him with a John Wayne right hand, as my pop would say. That short right hand John Wayne hit motherfuckers with, and they go falling all off the damn deck. That little short right hand, I was like, damn, he done went with a short right hand, put his ass to bed. Word up. But yeah, he messed up the church's money. But that question you was about to just ask, like when you just had Tank up there, right? Let's see. I was just scrolling on Instagram because they talking about Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach could be he could be the front runner for the next Tank Davis fight. So I guess it was on either Instagram or Twitter. You know, I'm a little too old to be following these niggas like that. But if Michael Benson reported it, and Devin Haney put up like 5 laughing emojis. He just wants to stay. He wants to stay relevant, but he keeps getting smoked. So then Lamont Rose Jr. instantly hits him with the "you laughing a little too hard, my boy." And then can't leave Tank out. Tank puts the left hook when Ryan dropped Devin Haney's ass and said, "Nah, let's keep laughing. Your face hate to see a left hook coming." Mad laughing emoji. So you try to fire a shot, nigga, and just get murdered. Like, I think you need to just get back in the gym and worry about your hands. That's what he really need to do. Because you don't even got to fight no more. And you trying to talk about your stepdaddy right now because he ain't answer the phone for you early in the morning. What you doing up there early in the damn way? You ain't got no fight. What you doing up there early? Coming from what you doing? I was about to say coming from a Diddy party, but he in jail.
Man, it's interesting to me because I also heard that Devin was going back and forth with Conor Ben and with the Lamont Roach thing, because that's where you started off at, man. I'm like, man, if it's really real, man, I know it ain't ready, but like, we just saw what could happen, man. And I doubt that he would fight the man coming off of a hand injury. You know, that's just me. If it is really legit, everybody know that this is the fight to make. I would have accepted anything along this line, anything, you know what I'm saying? But that can't happen. So I'm like, are they too smart for their own good? Because if you play this game where, like, because I heard T.O. may be going across the street. I don't know. He might be going over there too. But I'm like, are y'all being too smart for your own good? Because what you do when you do that, when you're going elsewhere and you're not trying to sit down and talk it out or make the phone call like Bud and Earl did and just hash it out. If you're not trying to do that, what choice does the man have? Because when it came down to this, when he said the guy on the far right, everybody like, oh man, why won't he go do the guy on the far left? Well, the guy on the far left is supposed to be going over the match. We don't know what he's going over there for, or if it's just to be free to be on Riyadh season or what. But Devin don't want to play low. He just basically said he don't want he need $4 million for Paro. I'm like, I don't know, because nobody really want to see the rematch with Pitbull. I mean, it's hard as a Tank fan, man. For me, it's like, I don't want to see no rematch with Pitbull, but as far as the business, that makes them the money, so I know why they would do it. As a fan, no, I don't like it. Ryu, I already know I like Ryu and his adjustments and all that, but I know Tank gonna put his ass to sleep, whether he do it, because he'll be moving up for a legit belt, because they didn't give him no credit for for Barrios, because that was a secondary, they call it a secondary belt. But I'm like, he almost like running out of options, you know what I'm saying? It might be cold to me. I don't know why somebody would do this, but like, they're gonna find a way to discount the fight. Only way they might give him credit for it is if he go to 130 and do it. You know what I'm saying? But he's the guy, so I don't see that happening. He's gonna be like, nah, I'm the guy at 35, you know what I'm saying? Or some kind of something in between for both of them. So I like Lamont Roach. I like Roach, you know what I'm saying? And I like what he from this area too. So I like him, just like I like the Russells, but we're gonna hear a bunch of bullshit from now until after that fight, man, about that, if that fight get made. You know what I'm saying? But if that's what's coming down the pike, I don't know, man. What else should he have done? Or could have done?
It seems to me, right, that either he ain't trying to pay the sanctioning body, because I think the dude Burger check would have been like, hell yeah, this is gonna be my biggest payday. It's up for unification. I could get, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want the damn tank sweepstakes, and I get it. Like, I think that, but I think he's on hold for what you call, for either Abdullah or for Keyshawn. I think they got him on hold.
He's tucked away for Keyshawn, man. They got.
Yeah,
I love what Bob doing. If Keyshawn get past, I'm pretty sure if Keyshawn get past Limos, he gonna go spike Baranchuk for that, and that's perfect, man. I hope Keyshawn do his goddamn thing. I hope Keyshawn Ted. I hope, you know what I'm saying. I hope Keyshawn bring the pain. You know what I'm saying, and because that's what he gonna get Baranchuk, and that's how he gonna get in the game. And by the time he do that, he ain't gonna be. You can't deny Key of any shot. Like anybody saying he ain't legit, he ain't this. And you know, Key, once he get that A side, once or anything close to it, like having a belt and drawing the way he gonna draw, you know, he gonna make it happen. I got him. I don't really got him playing politics too much.
Because if Ryo is saying no, you're not just gonna rush me into this fight. Ain't nobody talking about the old boogeyman, Sabrina Matias. T.O. out here just a clout chasing. Do you want to go take his belt? Pop.
Hold on. Let's right there. Let's get, because you wasn't here that day, man. You wasn't here that day for this, man. You got to chime in on that. I be trying to spare T.O., man, but I be like, he be. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you feel, man?
Man, listen. I see a confused little boy. I see a confused little boy with too much money and too much time on his hands. What he thinks he's. I see. Hey, I'll tell you what I see. He's the boxing version of Brandon Jennings.
Damn.
But like this dude thinks he should be making somewhere just be, you know, like, bro, you got those accolades, but like all you could do was tell us about it. We seen your actions when you get there. Like, we seen what you do. If we hand you the reins, you ain't gonna know how to act. If you saying dumb shit now, what you think you gonna say when you know what I'm saying? You want the tank fight. That's the fight you want? All right, cool. How about you actually have some paperwork done? Get your people to get in touch with them. How about that one? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't just be like, I want to fight Bud, so you're gonna jump 2 weight classes. You know what I'm saying? So you think you want to be Bud? Bud want to fight Canelo. But he's proven that he can move up in weight and knock people the fuck out. You haven't. You don't even look good. I mean, your last fight at 140, you didn't look too good. You was swole the fuck up. Word.
And Road Race say, I heard about that shit. Ain't the first time though. No more passes. Time to get checked. That's what I say. I say, look, I say this. I say I would never be one of them guys to be like a Karen and say, let's counsel him. So you know which way body work is saying. I'm saying, well who gonna smoke him? Because I say, listen, Tank, he said you had some DSLs. Like, to me, like DSLs for me, I don't see DSLs on nobody but a woman. You know what I'm saying? So that's disrespectful. He said that when the man was locked up. He been saying stuff now. This whoever want the banana, you know what I'm saying? Like, whichever one of these.
Well, he's a lion eat gorillas. I ain't never seen no lion eat no gorilla, my nigga. You must ain't never seen a silverback before.
And I'm like, well, okay, well, shoot. Everybody don't know that it was T.O. that didn't want the Brian Norman fight. But then he was saying something about Boots, and it's like, when they ask you about Boots, you like, well, you know, we share something because we both won the Nationals on the same day. You was officer friendly. And then you calling out Bud, which I used to say, okay, cool. If Keyshawn calling you out, you calling out Bud calling out Canelo, okay, cool. But we already know what's gonna happen, man. You're gonna get filleted, man. You go in there fucking with Bud. But who gonna do it? That's all. That's my question. I'm like, which one of these? Because enough is enough, man, with the stuff that he's been saying and doing, man. That's not how you get a fight.
Well, I can tell you this, like the way Bud ran down on him at the damn arena and shit, I seen a different angle of it. Like Bud, like the shit Bud did to him, bro. Like he really need to leave him alone. Did I send you that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, like bro, nigga put his finger all in your fucking forehead and shit like that. Talking to you like, and you got your people, Bud by himself, like nigga, I'll fuck you up right now. Let's go over in his bathroom. Hit him with the B-hop. Let's go to the bathroom real quick. 8th grade style. Let's go to the bathroom real quick. Let me see what you're talking about. That type of shit he on, like, yo, bro, you ain't nowhere near my ram, nowhere near my range. I'm closer to a unification. I'm close to undisputed at another weight class or getting a Canelo fight than you are even getting to me, bro. You ain't got no fights lined up, nigga. What are you talking about? Like, he's clout chasing at his best, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's way worse than the nigga from yesterday. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cordell Booker. At least he's like trying to fight somebody in a weight class that he's in. Not like, nigga, you're 2 weight classes away and you don't even want to fight your mandatories and shit, or whoever top rank got for you, you trying to avoid that fight.
You still working on that sit down?
Yeah.
We need to have that sit down, man.
I'm working on it, but that nigga, man, listen. I was trying to listen. I hit Blair the other day. He was like, I'm in Japan. I was like, shit. Like, damn. So I'm trying to work on something else real quick too. But yeah, I got some things I'm trying to work on, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go run some of these errands real quick. I just want to jump on real fast and be like, Daniel Dubois had his own script. Kudos to him. I was wrong. I thought AJ would be cool, calm, and collective and catch him coming in being over aggressive. And nah, he turned AJ into Frank Bruno and he became Lennox Lewis. That's what he became. Because remember, they didn't like Lennox. Lennox was really the dark horse. They didn't like Lennox until he came to America. So I like him. And, you know, I don't know what they're saying about Daniel Dubois, but I know they're going to have to get around to, you know, got a bald head champion, bro. He got bald head strength. Like my nigga used to do them skits from Jerry, like bald head. Yeah, that's what y'all got right now. That's what y'all got right there.
Yeah, that's a good assessment, man. You keep it a buck. Now they really just they discounting where he got and whatever. I'm like, that's just that bullshit. Like now, names are starting to pop up. People say Yang, Bacoli, like it's like so names are ringing. Like realistic fight for what I give Sugar Daddy Sheik credit for is he brought about a resurgence in the heavyweight division. That's no denial in that. That's no denial in that. And now he got a guy that then, you know what I'm saying? He went through the ringer, man, went through ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? He might not be
like Lennox.
27. He might not even be everything that he's going to be, but he just
he's only 27. He's only 27. Like maybe when he takes, like, I'll be real with you. Maybe when he takes, like, I ain't even gonna say a whole year, but like a good 6 months, like 3 to 6 months, and reassess before he get back in the ring, or in that time frame, and just actually think about and see and go back and look what he done. Like, nah, bro. Like that's what I said yesterday. According to rankings and what he's done, like, man, he's probably #1 heavyweight in the division right now, just on what he's been doing the last 12 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he fights again, that's crazy too, but the last 12 months, what he been doing, like last 3-4 fights, nah, man, yeah, you gotta, like, I don't care if you like him or not. He doing the damn thing. So yeah, dark horse Daniel Dubois, Dynamite, big right hand, great left hook, tough as a $2 pig steak from Tennessee. Yeah, from the stove. Yeah, that motherfucker right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you just here's what it is, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he looked like Frank Bruno, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he's been dressing appropriately. He went wearing, you know, the suits with the vests and making sure that he look appropriate. He got the cufflinks on and everything. He speaks proper than a motherfucker. So, yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't want him to represent them. I mean, what, you mad because he don't look like AJ? All right, cool.
Look,
He
he
don't look like a model. He looks like a fighter. That's what y'all got. Here's what it is.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping through, man. If you get on later, holler at me.
Oh, yeah, I'll holler at you anytime, bro. And, man, hey, listen, man, do your due diligence, man. Do your body work. You would have known what was going to happen.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to holler at you, bro.
All right, man.
All right.
Peace. And then Road Rage say Lennox was one of the most underrated heavyweights. Yeah, he was, man. Yeah. He's one of the ones that, when you think about that time and that era, man, the way he would sit down and sneak that uppercut in when he was in close quarters, boom, out of nowhere, man. He would crumble people. You know, and he had to make adjustments. He had adversity, you know, but yeah. Very underrated, man. And Dubois, he kind of came, you know, he went through the ranks. He went through the ringer, man. It's no need to be down and just making up stuff and acting like he ain't nothing and he ain't this and all that because you butt hurt from D-Dub. You know what I'm saying? D-Dub might have, with AJ performance, I don't know. They saying he had a rematch. But with D-Dub's performance, and AJ's performance, they might have to revisit that. You know, we will see. We will see, but he's supposed to get the winner of the Fury, but I don't know if Fury gonna want to get in there with no. I don't think Fury gonna get in there with no Daniel Dubois. The money was in, just like when Pop said, man, the money was in AJ and Fury. And AJ might have wet the bed unless he can come back and spank Dubois. You know what I'm saying? Dubois going to give him, is he going to give him that same opportunity? I don't know. If it's a rematch in there, it sounds like he might not have a choice. Body work. What do you think about Martin Bakoli, the heavyweight dude from Congo? Big George energy, man. I could, you know, it's way too early to say it, but as far as mannerisms and the skill set he has, not even a full skill set, but like that, the way that power come through and how accurate he is for a big man and how poised he is. Because it was scary to me. It was scary to me when I actually seen when I seen Bakoli standing in front of Jared Anderson and how unmoved he was. Like he was like the Rock of Gibraltar standing in front of he was looking at Jared Anderson like, look, man, like you know how some people just look like I'm not bothered, I'm unbothered. He was so unbothered and so chill. It's almost like he had a calm, like, because he already knew it was up, even in the ring. He would get tagged by the little beast things, he would do his little thing, and then boom, boom, boom. And that's Big George energy, man. I call that Big George energy, man. He had Big George energy. Foreman the second, yeah, man, yeah, like he give that, and a lot of people were saying it. It wasn't just me. A lot of people were saying that, man. You talking about reminiscent of George Foreman? Now he looks like it. I'm not gonna try to get too high. I'm not gonna get too high on it, but it did make a statement. He definitely got people saying, you know what I'm saying, I want to see more of Bakoli because Jared Anderson is one of the most athletic heavyweights out there, and And the way Bacoli said it, it was like, listen, Jared chose me. He had a list of like 4 names, and Jared chose me. Like, he was looking at me like he was basically saying, look, he looked at me like I was his weakest link. You know what I'm saying? And some of my folks know some stuff. You know what I'm saying? They say they know some stuff, and they seem like they were pretty accurate, man. And they were telling me like, hey, man, yeah, you know, easy. Because I was saying, man, was Jared the next best thing? And we all wanted to see it. So Bacoli definitely did his thing against Jared, and his record shows, his fighting style shows that you're gonna have to pack a lunch. You going there with him, and you better know what you're doing. You better have a solid game plan, because if you figure out, and he talking big noise. I think it was Usyk. I don't know if it was Usyk and Fury, but it's film out there where he done stopped everybody. He said, you know the reason why they're not coming out and saying nothing? He said, because it's true. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, he talking the noise. You know, Bacoli be talking that stuff, and he got the confidence. People talking about Bacoli, Bang, Zhili Zhang, Bacoli, Zhili Zhang, and Daniel Dubois. Those are the names that's ringing bells right now. You got some people saying Caballero, but you know what I'm saying? Those are the big names that everybody is like really wanting to. And people throwing in the Joseph Parker because of what, you know, whatever. But those are the names. He should get a title shot because he's in his 30s. He definitely gonna get a title shot. He gonna get a title shot. They're gonna have to pay that big. They're gonna have to pay that man from the Congo though. He gonna get one. He gonna get one. I'm gonna look back at the rankings. I was trying not to, because let's be honest, man. Most of the heavyweights, man, they across the pond. And the people who are butthurt, if people are still butthurt about, you know, our heavyweights over here, which is the majority of us, because who's our heavyweight? Over here in America, who's our heavyweight? Where we can be like, that's our guy from over here. Has yet to be determined, right? So for me doing content about heavyweights, you know what I'm saying, when most of them are over there, people either gonna hate or be biased about it. So now that it's sparking up, I'm gonna have to look into the rankings and see what's really going on and how this all gonna shape out. But I figure I'll come out here, man, and set the record straight, man. Just because content low, man. just because content low, man, that don't mean you can't give this man his salutes, man. Get a man his salutes, man. Let's be objective. And even though I'm hard on old sugar daddy Sheik, when it comes to some shit across the pond, he doing his thing. This is the next one that everybody should be looking for. This is what's got my, you know what I'm saying? This is what got me on like high alert. Like, I'm like, man, because we should have got it. It got pushed back. We finally about to get it. Give me Bivol. Give me Bivol. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I really have for everybody today, man. Thanks for everybody who hollered at me. If you catch this on the playback, talk to me. I'll talk back. This is Fruits and Veggies, not that Reggie, that fact-based content. But let's look how this conversation develops throughout the week. Listen for the butt hurtness. You know what I'm saying? Look, rehash out your narcissist conversations, because there's a lot of narcissists out here. I was going to do it part of the curriculum in the beginning, and I didn't. But stay focused, man, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for tuning in here with Bodywork Boxing. But we don't take things for face value. We do that body work.
He didn't want to box. He wanted to actually prove that he could punch with you. He was like, what the fuck is this nigga, right? Oh, okay, you want to go to sleep. You tired.
Welcome to Body Work.